What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another weekly guild stats video for SimpleMMO. My name's CrazyFi, aka Popify in game. Today we'll be covering 3 through 10 March. So without further ado, let's just hop right into the details, right? So doing things a little bit different, going straight into the newly active guilds here. That is, guilds that have been created or have started earning some type of EXP within this past week. Again, 3 through 10 March. We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new guilds, and honestly, only one is really impressive here. We have Phoenix, 93 members, led by Necro Hades, King of Corpse. Absolutely insane. 93. And I checked, I was like, oh, maybe this is an old school guild. Leader came back for like 2 seconds, gained a little bit of EXP, and dipped again. We've seen that before in the past, right? Nope. Brand new guild. They're like in the 3200 range of like a number that was created, so fairly new, within this past week. Obviously, it's pretty interesting to see how fast they've actually grinded out in their recruiting. Would love to know how they recruited so many people so fast. That's pretty cool. That said, after pulling the data, I've actually checked it on the guild again, and they maxed out their membership already. So not only were they able to get 93, they were able to get 120 pretty darn fast, which is impressive. So good job to Necro Hades. Welcome to the ecosystem, Phoenix. I hope you do well, and you're able to climb the seasonal guild leaderboards, which we cover on the stream every Thursday. Now, enough about the newly active guilds. Let's talk about the deleted guilds here. We have total 3: Kingslayer, Followers of the Path, and Kings of the Way. 2 different kings have fallen. Punk Joey moved over to the Coven. Mishap Nevermore, I hope doing well. Moved over to the Forest, and then King Weep, I don't know, moved over to Dante's Inferno Room. So at least they found homes. They've decided to end their guilds and go join bigger guilds, or hopefully bigger guilds. At least the Coven and the Forest we know are. Haven't heard about Dante's Inferno Room. So hope Dante's Inferno Room does well. With their new addition there, with a new king on board, maybe they'll be getting the rise and we'll get to know their name a little bit better. But in total, that is the guild details for this week. Nothing too crazy, right? 7 created, 3 deleted, and truly only one guild that matters. And it was created, not deleted. So there we go. That's that piece for the week. Now let's hop into actual guild stats. A little blackness going on here to get us into this nice strip of information. Total of 787 guilds since the guild update in April of 2021, which I can't believe is so long ago. That's almost 3 years now, which is insane. Out of the 787, a total of 88 were active for this week. That means some type of guild XP is earned. Their guild leader was around. They did some movement, some action, right? Which is great to see. Though that has dipped. It was in the 90s consistently for the past few weeks. If you've been here more than once, which we greatly appreciate that, but it is dipped just a tiny bit. But have no fear. The Easter event should be happening here, but at the end of the month in like 20 days, I think. I can't remember exactly the time frame, but it's right around the corner. So I'm sure that number is going to skyrocket. I would love to see 100 weekly active guilds. That's the goal that I would love to see. Now let's talk about the breakdown. 430 PvE only guilds and 357 PvP enabled guilds. Makes sense. It's kind of punishing to be PvP, right? And so, we got less PvP, obviously. The math adds up. What do you know, huh? Now let's talk about the top 10 PvP guilds here. Nothing too crazy. Babylon first, Rain Factory second, though. Nevermore, they're Nevermore that 4th place guild. They're now 2nd place? ? Who knows? Still Friendly 2 moving to 3rd. TSL or the Scarlet Legion in 4th place. All very close between 1 through 4. Crazy achievements. So good on those folks. The Force in 5th. Friendly 6th. Wolfblood 7th. Prostor 8th. Murder the Universe is just hanging out at 9th. And then finally, Golden Arrows. I know we talked about potentially Golden Arrows disappearing. There's a bunch of different like old school guilds that have been holding these top 10 spots who are maybe not on the brink of collapse. Who knows? But Golden Arrows is still here and still ready to play. So good on them. Again, nothing too crazy for the top 10 PvP. Now let's move on to the PvE side of the house. Dead Poet Society, holding on to that first place position there. Blackwater, that old school guild, in second place, just right behind Dead Poet Society. And, this is amazing. Dead Poet Society may be the number one PvE guild when it comes to the weekly guild stats. And maybe that's the case. Maybe from here on out, this is the new Genesis or the new Step in the Shadows or the new, TPC or whatever you want to call it, right? Who knows? But the amount of guild EXP earned is still like a third of what Genesis used to put up, a third of what Step in the Shadows used to pull up. So we're not yet seeing a PvE guild that dominates like Genesis or Step in the Shadows. So who knows? Maybe Dead Poet Society is just a lower tier version of the best. It's hard to say. Again, Blackwater second, the Coven third place, Shadow Garden is in fourth place, Zelth Ascendeth Kitties back on top there in fifth, Wolf sixth, the Titan seventh, Indonesia eighth, TPC Speak of the Devil in ninth place position, and actually in 10th place, Newbies is in 10th place there. So, and if you didn't know, Newbies, Lucas was a part of that guild, ran that guild, left because he got burnt out. Then he recently created a new guild, deleted that guild, and merged back into Newbies. So they've seen some life get pumped into them with that merger, and now they're in that 10th place spot for the PvE side of the house for the weekly guild stats. And that, my friends, covers the weekly guild stats for 3 through 10 March. If you enjoy this type of content, go ahead, leave a like. If you want to trash talk or tell us about the Dead Poet Society or Newbies, if you want to talk about how you rose to that 10th place for this week, leave a comment down below. We'd love to hear from everyone. I know I check every comment that we get, so appreciate it. And we try to respond or at least like your comments for everything that you send, so thank you. And finally, if you keep coming back for the more of this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Tell your grandma, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you. Till next time.